Many seniors also turn to processed breakfast meats like sausages or bacon while they seem filling. These foods are high in sodium, unhealthy fats, and chemical preservatives that strain your heart, your blood vessels, and your kidneys. Too much sodium in the morning sets your blood pressure higher for the entire day, increasing your risk of strokes and heart problems. And those trans fats and nitrates found in processed meats don't just sit quietly in your body. They cause damage to your cells and accelerate aging from the inside out. Over time, what seems like a small indulgence becomes a constant source of harm. Think about it. How often do you or someone you know eat a sweet muffin or a pastry with coffee in the morning only to feel hungry again an hour later? That's not a coincidence. When you begin your day with refined carbohydrates and sugar, your body gets a flood of glucose. Your blood sugar rises quickly, and your body responds by releasing a surge of insulin to bring it back down. The result is that roller coaster effect. You feel a burst of energy followed by an energy crash, along with cravings for more sugar or carbs to bring the energy back up again. This cycle is exhausting not only for you but also for your body's organs, especially your pancreas and your liver. Over the years, this can contribute to insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, weight gain around the midsection, and inflammation throughout the body. My friends, let me ask you this. What did you eat for breakfast today? Because, believe it or not, that very first meal you put into your body in the morning can either set you up for energy, strength, and clarity, or leave you tired, achy, and struggling the whole day. Breakfast is not just a meal, it's a message to your body. As seniors, your choices in the morning are even more important because they influence your energy, your digestion, your blood sugar, your memory, and even how strong your bones and muscles will remain. What you eat at this age matters more than ever. When we talk about breakfast, many people believe that anything quick and easy is good enough to start the day. But the truth is that the first foods you put into your body set the tone for everything that follows. The problem is that so many common breakfast options are doing the exact opposite of what your body needs, especially as you get older. You may look at a bowl of colorful cereal, a piece of white toast with jam, or even a glass of fruit juice and think, this is healthy, this is light, this is fine. But in reality, these foods are loaded with hidden sugars, refined carbohydrates, and unhealthy fats that drain your energy, disrupt your blood sugar, and slowly weaken your body over time. For seniors, this becomes even more concerning because your body processes food differently than it did when you were younger. The metabolism slows down, the digestive system is more sensitive, and your muscles and bones require more protection. If your morning meals are filled with foods that spike your blood sugar and then cause it to crash, you may not just feel tired in the morning, you may feel tired all day long, and that fatigue starts to compound into chronic problems. When you start your day with the wrong foods, the impact is not just something you feel in the moment. It carries through your entire day and into the long-term state of your health. Imagine beginning your morning with a bowl of sugary cereal or a pastry. At first, you might feel a quick burst of energy, like you're ready to take on the day. But not long after, your energy fades, your mind feels foggy, and your body starts craving more food. That short window of energy is followed by a crash, and suddenly the tasks you wanted to get done feel heavier, and your mood is less stable. For seniors, this is especially troubling because energy levels are already more delicate, and the body doesn't recover from those ups and downs as easily as it once did. Instead of feeling steady and sharp, you're pulled into a cycle of fatigue, hunger, and sluggishness. Even fruit juice, which is often marketed as healthy, is one of the most misleading breakfast choices. A single glass of orange juice can contain as much sugar as a can of soda, with almost no fiber to balance it out. While it tastes refreshing, what it really does is flood your system with sugar and leave you feeling hungrier later. Whole fruit is a much better choice because it gives you vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber. But juice alone tricks your body into thinking it's nourished when really it isn't. All of this creates a problem for your daily life. If your mornings start with these foods, you may notice stiffness in your joints, slower mental focus, more bloating, or just a lack of motivation to move your body. Over time, the effect adds up: higher cholesterol, weaker bones, reduced muscle mass, and a greater chance of memory decline. What feels like a simple choice in the kitchen every morning is actually shaping your future health. The foods you avoid are just as important as the foods you add, and understanding the problem is the very first step toward making the kind of change that can keep you strong and independent. By being aware of how harmful these so-called normal breakfast foods really are, you give yourself the chance to break free from habits that are slowly draining your health and replace them with choices that nourish, energize, and protect you for years to come. Think about your heart as well. Processed breakfast foods like bacon or sausages are packed with sodium and unhealthy fats. Eating them regularly pushes your blood pressure up and clogs your arteries with cholesterol. High blood pressure is often called the silent killer because you don't feel it happening, but it quietly damages your blood vessels and raises your risk of strokes and heart attacks. What feels like a small breakfast habit can create a storm inside your body that only shows up years later. Over time, these seemingly small choices lead to real health issues. When your blood sugar keeps spiking and dropping, it stresses your pancreas, forcing it to pump out insulin again and again. Years of this cycle increase your risk of developing insulin resistance and eventually type 2 diabetes. And diabetes isn't just about high blood sugar. It affects your nerves, your eyes, your kidneys, and even your brain. It can make your muscles weaker and your recovery slower, stealing away your independence piece by piece. Starting the day with high sugar, high carb foods sets this process in motion, even if you don't see the damage right away. Your brain is also affected by what you eat in the morning. When your blood sugar rises and falls sharply, your brain feels those swings. You might notice forgetfulness, irritability, or difficulty concentrating. Seniors are already more vulnerable to memory loss, so adding in unstable nutrition only accelerates the problem. Over time, diets high in refined sugars and processed fats are linked to cognitive decline and dementia. On the other hand, steady blood sugar in the morning helps your brain stay alert, your mood balanced, and your memory sharper. Even your bones and muscles feel the effects of a poor breakfast. Foods lacking in protein and essential nutrients mean your body doesn't get the building blocks it needs to maintain muscle strength and bone density. Muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, is one of the biggest reasons seniors lose independence. When you start your day without enough protein or with foods that cause inflammation, your muscles break down faster than they rebuild. Weak bones combined with weaker muscles raise the risk of falls and fractures, which can completely change the course of your life. And let's not forget digestion. Many common breakfast foods lack fiber. Without fiber, you're more likely to suffer from constipation, bloating, or discomfort. Over time, this also harms gut health. which is directly tied to your immune system. A poorly nourished gut makes it harder for your body to fight off infections and keep inflammation under control. So when we talk about how harmful breakfast choices impact your daily life and long-term health, it's not an exaggeration. The fatigue, the hunger, the joint stiffness, the forgetfulness you may feel today are only part of the story. Behind the scenes, your body is working harder, your organs are under stress, and your future health is being shaped. That's why it's so important to see breakfast not as a casual meal, but as a powerful tool. When you choose the wrong foods, you set yourself up for discomfort today and disease tomorrow. But when you make the right choices, you protect your energy, your independence, and your quality of life for years to come. The wonderful news is that even if you've been eating the wrong breakfast for years, you can change your health starting right now with simple natural solutions. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated recipes. You just need to focus on real foods that nourish your body, steady your energy, and protect you as you age. Instead of filling your mornings with sugar, refined carbohydrates, and processed meats, you can choose foods that provide fiber, protein, healthy fats, and antioxidants. These nutrients work together to stabilize your blood sugar, keep you full for longer, support your muscles, and protect your brain. The beauty of natural solutions is that they're gentle, effective, and sustainable, which means they'll serve you well every single day without causing harm. Another wonderful solution is oatmeal. Unlike sugary cereals that are stripped of their nutrients, oatmeal is full of soluble fiber. This type of fiber slows down digestion, which means your blood sugar stays steady instead of spiking and crashing. It also supports heart health by lowering cholesterol levels and feeds your gut with prebiotics that encourage good bacteria to thrive. Adding a small handful of nuts or seeds to your oatmeal makes it even better by providing healthy fats and extra protein. This simple meal is warming, satisfying, and deeply healing for your body. Think about eggs, for example. They're one of the simplest and most affordable sources of high-quality protein. Just one egg provides essential amino acids that your muscles need to stay strong, along with choline, a nutrient that supports brain health and memory. For seniors, eating enough protein is critical because your body doesn't build muscle as easily as it did when you were younger. Including eggs in your breakfast can help you fight muscle loss, maintain independence, and stay active. If you're looking for beverages, swap out fruit juice for green tea or plain water with lemon. Green tea is full of antioxidants that support your brain and heart, while lemon water gently hydrates and stimulates digestion. These small swaps are easy to make and bring a big difference in how you feel throughout the day. Greek yogurt or kefir are excellent natural solutions for gut and bone health. They're rich in protein and calcium, both of which are essential for keeping muscles and bones strong. They also contain probiotics, the good bacteria that improve digestion and strengthen the immune system. Starting your day with probiotics helps balance your gut, reduces bloating, and supports nutrient absorption. That means the vitamins and minerals from your food are actually absorbed into your body instead of being wasted. Berries are another gift from nature that deserve a place on your breakfast plate. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries are all packed with antioxidants, especially compounds called polyphenols that fight inflammation and protect your brain from aging. Unlike fruit juices that strip away fiber, whole berries give you both natural sweetness and the fiber that helps your digestion and blood sugar. For seniors, This combination is powerful. It supports memory, reduces oxidative stress, and gives you vitamins that strengthen immunity. The key to natural solutions is to simplify. You don't need fancy superfoods or expensive powders. You just need whole real foods in their natural state. Every time you choose a boiled egg over a donut or oatmeal with berries over a sugary cereal, you're making a decision that builds a healthier future. These solutions are not quick fixes. They are daily habits that create lasting change. Over time, you'll notice more energy, sharper focus, stronger muscles, and a lighter mood. And most importantly, you'll feel empowered knowing that you're actively taking control of your health. If you normally grab a muffin or pastry, try replacing it with a bowl of oatmeal topped with fresh berries and a sprinkle of cinnamon. The berries provide antioxidants and natural sweetness, while the oats deliver fiber that steadies your blood sugar. Cinnamon adds flavor and also helps improve insulin sensitivity, making it easier for your body to handle sugar. It feels comforting, warm, and filling, without the crash that baked goods bring. Let's make this simple and practical, because knowing what to do is one thing, but actually putting it into action each morning is what really transforms your health. The good news is you don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle in one day. You just need to make small swaps that become natural over time. Start by looking at the breakfast you usually eat. If you're someone who enjoys toast with jam, switch it to whole grain toast with a smear of avocado or a boiled egg on the side. That small change upgrades your breakfast from a sugar-heavy start to one filled with protein, fiber, and healthy fats that will keep you satisfied for hours. If you prefer something lighter, plain Greek yogurt is a wonderful option. Add a spoonful of chia seeds or flax seeds for fiber and omega-3s, plus a handful of berries for antioxidants. It only takes seconds to put together, yet it delivers protein, probiotics, and nutrients your body craves. To make it even more satisfying, add a drizzle of raw honey or a sprinkle of nuts. This kind of breakfast not only fuels your energy, but also supports your digestion and immune system. Some seniors are used to drinking fruit juice in the morning, but swapping juice for green tea or water with lemon makes a huge difference. Green tea is refreshing, hydrating, and full of antioxidants that support brain and heart health. Lemon water helps your digestion and gives a light boost of vitamin C. If you enjoy coffee, that's fine too. Just avoid loading it with sugar and flavored creamers. Pair it with one of these healthier food options, and you'll feel the difference in your energy and focus. For those who love something savory in the morning, scrambled eggs with spinach, mushrooms, or tomatoes are an easy go-to. You can saute the vegetables in a drizzle of olive oil, and within minutes you have a nutrient-rich meal that supports your muscles, bones, and brain. If you want variety, try a vegetable omelette one day. Then switch to hard-boiled eggs with sliced cucumbers and whole grain crackers the next. These simple combinations are endlessly flexible and never boring. The real secret to transforming your health through breakfast is not found in one single meal or one magical food. It lies in consistency. Eating one healthy breakfast will give you a good start to the day, but it won't change your body overnight. The power comes when you repeat those healthy choices every morning until they become habits that shape your long-term health. Think of it like building a house. If you lay down one strong brick, that's good. But if you lay down brick after brick, day after day, soon you have a solid foundation that can last for years. Your body works the same way. Each morning when you sit down to eat, you're either building health or breaking it down. Over time, those little decisions add up and create the future you will live in. Another practical tip is to prepare some of your breakfast items ahead of time so it's easy to grab and eat, even on busy mornings. For example, you can make overnight oats by soaking oats in milk or yogurt with chia seeds and fruit, leaving them in the fridge overnight. In the morning, it's ready to enjoy, no cooking needed. You can also boil a batch of eggs at the start of the week, so you always have a quick protein option available. Preparing in advance helps you stay consistent and prevents the temptation of grabbing unhealthy options just because they're convenient. Remember, it doesn't have to be complicated. A slice of whole grain toast with nut butter and banana slices, a smoothie with spinach, berries, and protein-rich yogurt, or even a handful of walnuts alongside a boiled egg are all simple choices that take minutes but make a big difference. What matters is that you're choosing foods that support your body instead of working against it. These changes may seem small, but they add up to more stable energy, better focus, stronger muscles, and greater protection for your long-term health. And the best part is, once you start feeling the benefits, you'll actually look forward to these healthier breakfasts. It's important to remember that healthy habits don't have to be perfect. Maybe one morning you have oatmeal with berries, the next day you have scrambled eggs with vegetables, and another day you enjoy yogurt with nuts and seeds. What matters is not eating the same thing every day, but sticking to a pattern of foods that nourish you. Over time, your taste buds adjust, your body starts craving healthier options, and it becomes easier to say no to the foods that once tempted you. Consistency also gives your body time to heal. If you've been eating processed foods and sugar for years, your body has likely built up inflammation and imbalances. 1 or 2 healthy meals won't undo that damage right away, but steady nourishment will. As the days turn into weeks and the weeks turn into months, you'll notice your digestion improving, your joints feeling less stiff, your memory sharper, and your energy more reliable. This isn't a quick fix. It's a gentle, lasting reset that happens because you've shown up for yourself every morning. For many seniors, mornings set the rhythm for the entire day. If you start with a sugary pastry, you often end up making poorer choices throughout the day because your body keeps craving more quick fixes. But if you start with protein, fiber, and healthy fats, your energy stays steady, your cravings are reduced, and you're more likely to continue eating well at lunch and dinner. That's why breakfast has such a powerful ripple effect. Consistency in the morning builds consistency in your overall lifestyle. And finally, consistency is what turns hope into reality. Many people say they want more energy, stronger muscles, sharper memory, or better heart health. But the truth is, those goals don't come from one big action. They come from hundreds of small actions repeated consistently. Every time you choose a bowl of oatmeal over a pastry or water with lemon over fruit juice, you are casting a vote for the healthier, stronger version of yourself. The more votes you cast, the stronger that version becomes. Consistency also connects with mindset. When you tell yourself, "This is what I do for my health," instead of, "This is just a diet," you give yourself a sense of ownership and empowerment. You stop relying on willpower and instead rely on identity. You become the kind of person who eats nourishing breakfast every day because you know it helps you live with strength and clarity. That mindset shift is powerful because it makes the habit stick even when life gets busy or when temptations come your way. Another part of consistency is routine. When you create a morning routine around healthy eating, it eliminates decision fatigue. You don't have to stand in the kitchen wondering what to eat. You already have a handful of nourishing go-to options. Maybe you keep oats, eggs, and berries stocked at all times. Maybe you always have a few boiled eggs ready in the fridge. These small preparations make it easier to follow through because your environment supports your goals. Seniors especially benefit from routine because it creates structure, stability, and less stress. At the end of the day, the most important thing to remember is that your breakfast is not just a meal, it's a message you send to your body and to your future. Every bite you take is either telling your body, I love you, I want you to thrive, I want you to stay strong, or it's telling your body, I'm too busy to care, I'll just get by today. The truth is, you deserve more than just getting by. You deserve energy to enjoy your mornings, strength to move with ease, clarity to remember the people and moments that matter most, and vitality to make the years ahead joyful and fulfilling. The takeaway here is simple but powerful. Small daily choices create big, lasting results. Motivation often comes from seeing the bigger picture. You're not just eating a healthier breakfast because it's the right thing to do. You're doing it because you want to play with your grandchildren without feeling exhausted. You're doing it because you want to walk into your doctor's office with good blood pressure numbers. You're doing it because you want to stay independent, active, and vibrant well into your later years. When you connect your daily food choices to the life you want to live, the motivation to stick with those choices grows naturally. Think about how many breakfasts you have in a single year. That's over 350 opportunities to give your body what it truly needs. Imagine if even half of those meals were filled with nourishing foods like eggs, oatmeal, berries, or yogurt, instead of sugary cereals or pastries. The difference in your energy, your focus, your digestion, and your strength would be dramatic. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. The more often you choose foods that love you back, the stronger and healthier your body becomes. It's also important to recognize that change doesn't have to be overwhelming. Many seniors think, I've been eating this way for decades. It's too late for me. But that's not true. Your body is always renewing itself. Every cell, every tissue, every organ is constantly repairing and rebuilding, and the food you give it determines how well that process happens. Even if you've had years of less than ideal eating, the moment you choose real, nourishing foods, your body begins to thank you. Within days, you may notice more energy. Within weeks, your digestion may improve. Within months, your strength and clarity may grow. Change is always possible, no matter your age. Another key part of this takeaway is realizing that food is one of the most powerful forms of medicine. Pills can help, but they often only manage symptoms. Food, on the other hand, works at the root level. A breakfast rich in antioxidants, protein, and healthy fats reduces inflammation, balances hormones, stabilizes blood sugar, and strengthens bones and muscles all at once. No single medication can do all of that, but a healthy plate of food can. That is why your choices matter so deeply. And remember, this is not about restriction. It's about abundance. You're not being asked to give up joy. You're being invited to add foods that bring life, strength, and comfort. Think about the satisfaction of a warm bowl of oatmeal with cinnamon, the freshness of berries, the creaminess of yogurt, or the heartiness of an egg and vegetable scramble. These are foods that not only taste delicious, but also leave you feeling good long after the meal is over. That is real satisfaction.